Welcome back, Glory Babes. I'm Sage, if this is your first time here. And over here, I just retell Bible stories in my own little way while I practice doing my makeup at the same time. Sorry this is late. I feel like I've been saying that a lot. It's still taking me a bit to get back in the groove. I've been going through bouts of depression, I guess. I don't really want to call it depression, but it's just you're just feeling blah. But I just decided, you know what? It is what it is. You just gotta work through it sometimes. You can't just, I guess I'm tired of sitting around feeling sorry for myself, if I should say anything. So, ready to get back into it. So I'm gonna record this today and have this up for you either today or tomorrow. And then I will be doing my hair, and I already have another video ready to be made. So we're going to get on it. We just going to make it work, okay? And there's some things that I want to do before my birthday just to get in place. To just really bring in my 32s as, an adult. Not I had not an epiphany, but we're just gonna make this work. If God is gonna keep waking me up every morning, we're gonna keep making it work the best of my abilities. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so this was where I was going with that first look, but I did not like the pink on pink, and I messed up on the other side. So when I had took this hair thing off, I saw how it was not working. So I just wanted to show y'all what I was working with. And so here is the beginning of that look. I kept the eyebrows, and now I'm on the second look, okay? So let's get started for real now. And just to recap what's been going on, we know that Moses has saved everyone from Egypt. Then he went up to Mount Sinai to have a word with the Lord. But people got restless, so they started begging Aaron to make them a god, so they can have something to worship. The Lord got angry, as he should. So Moses went back down the hill to tell people to put an end to their foolishness, and Moses got angry. He broke the tablets that God had him carve out. So he had to basically repeat that process, and Moses made them burn the calf down, melt it, and drink the gold that they, used to make the calf. And then he went back up to have the whole conversation with God again about the two stone tablets and the commandments and the Sabbath and the instructions and all that stuff. So now we are going into what is on those tablets. All right, Exodus 35. These are the instructions for the Sabbath. Then Moses brings the whole community together, and he's it's all of Israel, right? So he tells them, these are the instructions the Lord has commanded you to follow. You each have 6 days a week to do your ordinary work, 6 days a week to yourself. But every seventh day must be a Sabbath day of complete rest. So he's telling them it's a holy day to the Lord. But listen to what he says. He says, anyone who works that day must be put to death. You must not even light a fire in any of your homes on the Sabbath. You would think that's extreme, but that's because we have been taught to just work, and you're always working. We've been taught that, resting is laziness and stuff like that. So, some days I do that. Some days I literally I do not get out of bed. I've been having a lot of those days lately. So now I'm doing some work. But yeah, sometimes you really just do need to recharge your soul. That is for sure. Okay, so I'm going to read verse 4 through 20-ish or so. And then I'm going to skip around because it's just repeating itself. Because it's going to say what Moses said and then that the people did it. Okay? All right, so verse 4. Okay, verse 4. Then Moses said to the whole community of Israel, this is what the Lord has commanded. Take a sacred offering for the Lord. Let those with generous hearts present the following gifts to the Lord: gold, silver, and bronze, blue, purple, and scarlet thread, fine linen and goat hair for cloth, tan ram skins, and fine goat skin leather, acacia wood, olive oil for the lamps, spices for the anointing oil, and the fragrant incense, onyx stones, and other gemstones to be set in the ephod and the priest's chest piece. Come, all of you who are gifted craftsmen, construct everything that the Lord has commanded. The tabernacle and its sacred tent, its coverings, clasps, frames, crossbars, posts, and bases, the ark and its carrying poles, the ark's cover, the place of the atonement, the inner curtains to shield the ark, the table, its carrying poles, and all its utensils, the bread of the presence for light, the bread of the presence. No, that's what it says. Okay, the bread of the presence for light, the lampstand, its accessories, the lamp cups, and the olive oil for the lighting, the incense altar and its carrying poles. Y'all get it. Everything they was gonna need. Everything they was gonna need, it was there. All right, it was there. Every little thing. Read on. I'm skipping to 20. But also, before moving on, I do want to say how attention to detail, like that is everything. So like when God speaks something, like when Yah says something, he literally means it. When he says you should live by, like, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word, he literally means every word. Because I want to skip back to 19 real quick, verse 19. It says, the beautifully stitched garments for the priest to wear while ministering in the holy place, the sacred garments for Aaron the priest, and the garments for his sons to wear as they minister as priests. Like everything, things that are in the courtyard, everything was how he wanted it to be, like God had a plan for everything. Just like he has a plan for your life, he always has a plan, and his ways are not your ways, because they didn't know. He already had this in his mind, like he was already like, this is exactly what I want it to look like. He knows what he wants, and if he wants to save, then he is going to save. And I mean that by saying, like, kind of how I'm feeling right now is just like, why? Where you don't even really want to save yourself, and you're just kind of like running from him. Can't run from him, run to him, because he already knows. He already knows what's best. So sometimes we just have to just believe it, even if that means we have to do things that are uncomfortable for us, or that makes us just things that we don't necessarily want to do, but things that we know we need to do, if that makes sense. I'm sorry, y'all. Maybe I'm having like a quarter life crisis birthday thing, because I'm about to be 32. So I don't know. It's just one of those things. So bear with me for the next couple videos, or hopefully just this video. We'll see. But y'all my family, so no need to lie to y'all. Your girl is under the weather, mentally and spiritually, if anything. Okay, so verse 20, it says, so the whole community of Israel left Moses and returned to their tents. All whose hearts were stirred and whose spirits were moved came and brought the sacred offerings to the Lord. They brought all the, it's Elohim, y'all know that, okay? But they brought all the materials needed for the tabernacles, for the performance of the rituals and the sacred garments. Both men and women came, all whose hearts were willing. They brought the Lord, Elohim, their offerings of gold, brooches, earrings. Okay, I'm going to just stop right there, actually, because I just wanted to skip down to 23, where it says, all who own the following items willingly brought them, right? And then the same with the wood and stuff, and it's like all who were skilled, 25, it says all who were skilled in sewing and spinning prepared blue and purple sacred, all who were willing. So he keeps going, like it keeps, like you have to be willing, which is also what I was saying like earlier. Like, you know, God is always, he always has a plan. He's always prepared. He's always ready. But are you willing? You know, like, are you willing to do the things you know you need to do, to give up the things you know you need to give up for the kingdom? Like, are you willing? Because he is willing, you know, he's always willing to save you. But are you willing to take his help and do his part? Because they were willing, so they were, and they got to be a part of something amazing. You know, they got to use their skills and stuff to help build something special for the Lord and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to read 30 through 35 because it's specific stuff. So, then Moses told the people of Israel, the Lord has specifically chosen Bezalel, son of Uri, grandson of Hur, of the tribe of Judah. The Lord has filled Bezalel with the Spirit of God, giving him great wisdom, ability, and expertise in all kinds of crafts. He is a master craftsman, expert in working with gold, silver, and bronze. He is skilled in engraving and mounting gemstones and in carving wood. He is a master at every craft, and the Lord has given both him and Oholiab, son of, oh my gosh, Ahishamach, of the tribe of Dan. I really be trying not to skip over these words now, because I used to, names like that, I would just skip right over it. But I'm like, I want people to show me the same respect when they say my name. So I better learn how to say these names, right? Okay, let me reread 34. And the Lord has given both him and Oholiab, son of Ahishamach, of the tribe of Dan, the ability to teach their skills to others. The Lord has given them special skills as engravers, designers, embroiders in blue, purple, and scarlet thread on fine linen cloth, and weavers. They excel as craftsmen and as designers. So that's cool. He was like, okay, he gave Bezalel with the Spirit of God. Like, he filled him with the Spirit of God. So he was like very, very wise, and he could teach those who could teach others. So, these names, Oholiab and Ahishamach, you know, so he could teach them and they could teach others, and they were also very skilled. Exodus 36. The Lord has gifted Bezalel, Oholiab, and the other skilled craftsmen with wisdom and ability to perform any task involved in building the sanctuary. Let them construct and furnish the tabernacle just as the Lord has commanded. So Moses summoned Bezalel and Oholiab and all the others who were specially gifted by the Lord and were eager to get to work. Moses gave them the materials donated by the people of Israel as sacred offerings for the completion of the sanctuary. But the people continued to bring additional gifts each morning. Finally, the craftsmen who were working on the sanctuary left their work. They went to Moses and reported, "The people have given more than enough materials to complete the job the Lord has commanded us to do." So Moses gave the command, and the message was sent throughout the camp. "Men and women, don't prepare any more gifts for the sanctuary. We have enough." So the people stopped bringing their sacred offerings. Their contributions were more than enough to complete the whole project. Okay, family, so your homework will be to finish Exodus 36. It'll be 8 through, 8 through 38. You can read those last 30 chapters by yourself. Here is a picture of what it is said to look like. Their thought process of the whole thing. We've gone over this before, like this says in Exodus 26. I was like, this all seems so familiar. So I will spare us the details of reading through all of these things again. And in the next one, I will just show us pictures because it's going back into the Ark of the Covenant and all of these things that we already went over back, like 10 chapters back. And the clothing of the priest and the making of the ephod, we've already been through all of this stuff, so we're not going to go back through that. But if you want to, please feel free to go ahead and read it. And we're just going to do a quick recap and probably start on the first chapter of Leviticus as well. So yay, exciting, a new chapter. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I hope you like this look. As always, please remember to like, I cannot talk today. Like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna do my best. I owe it to you all. Okay. Love you all and see you soon. Bye.